All right, all right, all right. Welcome everybody. How you doing today? It's Friday, yo. Nasty Friday. Sorry, I don't have enough time to do a couple of things. I just came back from the gym and I checked. I discovered that I actually scheduled this show for 11:30 Central Standard Time. I thought I scheduled it for 12. But anyway, let's roll, people. You're welcome. Please hit the like button as you come in. Let's go.
From nightlife to Vegas, the lights are bright. Champagne popping under the neon night. I swear be shining gold and white. Laughter louder than the city's heights. We are step on the dance floor. Wind your waist, bend down low. Night out to the world, let it show. We rock it, we flex it, let it flow. There's a heat, but we bring the rain. Palm wine vibes in a champagne lane. Jollof aroma drives me insane. Culture's a wave you can't contain. Raise your hands if you feel alive. Heartbeat
All right, all right. Welcome everybody. Let's get this show started. We have a lot to cover, so I'm not gonna waste your time. I'm just gonna get into the show straight off. Please, this is actually hang out with Uncle Beno. So, you know how we do it when it is hang out with Uncle Beno. Everybody, you are free to hop in the studio and drop your 2 cents. So, first off, what are we going to be talking about today? Let me walk you through it quickly. This is hang out with Uncle Beno, of course. And the main story today is about Prudence Apinoko. I think that's her name. I believe many of you have seen her video on TikTok as well as YouTube. You know, one beautiful thing about this internet age is that people are beginning to take their matters to the internet. You know, either they want to justify what happened in their marriages or in their home, but whatever it is, people are right there on the internet and they are telling their story. The last story we had was that of Ifunaya, which of course was a very interesting one. A very interesting one. And we did justice to that. I believe many of our people they have learned their lessons from that. And now we have another Nigerian woman on the internet. She, according to what I gathered, she used to be a YouTuber and she says she has been married for 10 years now. Her marriage crashed and she's out there on the internet spilling all the teas, like my sisters would say. So our main story today is about Prudence Apinoku. However, I think we're gonna do a series on this. We'll be playing each episode and then we'll react to it. But for today, we're just gonna look at what's happening generally as far as Prudence is concerned. The other stories that we have, I will briefly talk about Very Dark Man because I saw a video of Very Dark Man trending right now, and he's continued to do his shalaye shalaye. He's explaining, and like Burna Boy said, "You go explain, tire." Is my volume okay, please? If the volume is not alright, let me know. I beg, make I adjust them. Okay. So I'm just gonna briefly touch on that. Very Dark Man is explaining, and to me, I think Very Dark Man is doing damage control. I guess after he went through all the comments and how the Nigerian internet users are responding to his latest can I say his latest quest, which is justice for Naira Mali, because that is not justice for Mubad. So I think he's beginning to do some damage control, which me I don't see how that's gonna be of help to him. Then we're gonna talk about another woman. I saw her video, and she was claiming that her husband used the loan she got in the UK to marry another wife in Sierra Leone. Is it Sierra Leone or Liberia? I think it's Sierra Leone. So we will touch up on all of this, but as usual, we're also going to talk about, do pastors enable bad marriages? Yes, we're going to talk about that. Sorry, I'm still in my gym outfit. If I say make I do freshen up everything, it could take me like another 30 minutes. And I see you guys are here waiting already. So we're going to talk about pastors. Are pastors enablers? Because severally, when there is divorce and couples started explaining their side of the story, either the husband or the wife, one of them will definitely mention pastors. They will tell us the role the pastors played in their marriage. So we're also going to consider that. But the big one for me is what I'm thinking of actually creating a separate content and post. That is the 10 sins in the 10 sins in marriages every man must avoid. Yes, the 10 sins you must avoid in marriages as a man. Women also should avoid them, but I'm talking about man because for the next couple of days, we are going to be reviewing all these women that are coming out and spinning the bean on their husband or spinning the tea. Which one that they talk? I don't even know. But whichever way, I'm more focused on the 10 sins you must avoid in your marriage as a man. If we go through that and you notice that you are actually committing 3 to 4 out of these 10 sins, just know that sooner or later your marriage will crash. I swear. Just 3 to 4 combination, your marriage will crash. And there are a couple of those sins that stand out on their own. By committing one of them can actually make your woman walk away from that marriage. Yes, if you are married to a woman who is independent, make her own money, and she can handle her stuff on her own, if you commit just one, not all, there are particular set of sins that I'm going to emphasize here. If you commit one of them, that woman might just walk out of the marriage. So that's what I have for you. Welcome, everybody. Now, without much ado, let's get into today's story. Oh, sorry, I haven't welcomed our real fam. Hey, real fam, how is everybody doing? I see you are in the comment. Please hit the like button. Don't be a stranger. If you know hit like, we go fight. Oh, make I talk now with my head. We go fight. Oh. So hit like, hit like, hit like. Let's get this rolling. I see the numbers of viewers are increasing. Thank you very much. And we are getting more subscribers. God bless you all. And all our real fam, God bless you for all the support and all your objective analysis. Oh, I'm getting a lot of feedback, and people are telling me that, wow, I love your channel. You guys are doing amazing. So thank you, everybody. Now, let me quickly welcome our real fam. I see in the building, I have my regulars, of course, Comfort and Agree. What's up, Comfort? How you doing? Comfort, I see you already type antibiotic. Adejo Deshola, how are you doing? Balogun Zenab, my own Z Mama, how you day today? AJ, pardon me. Bawo, Tojo Meta, how you day, AJ? I hope everything dey okay. Netizen Global, what's up, bro? You're welcome. And of course, Mr. Dio. Yes, because of the review we're gonna have today, um, I'll need some co-host and guests. Where is my Simbi? Maybe Simbi is busy right now. So, Mr. Dio, you and Uncle Patrick are in particular the people that I think Dr. Adama, is it Dr. Adama or Chucky? Somebody recommended Uncle Patrick, Mr. Dio, that they should be my guest on the show today. But I know you on a few days busy. But anyhow, we're gonna rough it together. My Sissy, Sissy, the soft life Sissy, Madam No Nonsense. Welcome, Sissy. Then my beautiful sister, Onyade Honey. People where honey dey their name or more. They so romantic, oh, but they can be fire. Welcome, sister Oyin. How you doing? My sweet baby girl, Abby, the baby of the house. Welcome, Abby. Yeah, let's do this. Abby, in fact, Abby, if you free, may you come inside though. People like say this Prudence, you are following her, you can help me make it make sense in terms of her past and her background. Auntie Labelle, how are you doing today, man? I hope everything is cool. Today na Friday, oh, Sister Labelle, so make sure you cash cruise today, oh. Uncle Patrick, God bless you, sir. I hope you're having a blast, Uncle Patrick. Thank you for being here. All right, let's go. Yes, that okay. The other woman is from Sierra Leone. Thank you, Abby. All right, all right, all right. I think that's everybody for now. Okay. So I'm gonna be recognizing others as they join us. Let's get this show started. Okay, without wasting your time, let me take a very dark man segment out of this conversation because the guy don't begin to piss me off small small, even though he's still my guy till tomorrow. But as far as this his justice for Naramali is concerned, I'm not buying it. So let's hear very dark man. I don't want to waste your time. If you have seen the video, cool. If you haven't seen it, basically, remember very dark man claimed that he bought the WhatsApp group message for 20 million naira, and I guess now that he realized that many people are not falling for it, including the Rattels as well as other people like myself who actually supported his ministry. I think he's trying to walk back some of the claims he made in many of those videos, but it's not working. So this is how Very Dark Man tried to underplay the claim that he bought WhatsApp group for 20 million naira. Remember what I told you when we were reviewing Very Dark Man? I said Very Dark Man is using one strategy that has been known for a very long time when you are into content creation or storytelling. That strategy is called manipulation through storytelling. All right, MTS. That's what Very Dark Man has been doing. So I guess the MTS did not get Very Dark Man the result he wanted, and that's why he's now shalaye shalaye. Listen to him.
About one test I even did to see if they are smart. This issue of group chat. Now, when I finally know, say, guy, the country needs a lot of help. The media is broken. The people are blinded. They are blinded. They can't reason for themselves. The recent test was with the group chat. See, when I started posting about the group chat, I posted. Everybody was wondering. They said, oh, Very Dark Man. Where Very Dark Man get this group chat? It was simple. Oh, that was Peruzzi. That's Peruzzi. I'm going to call you, brother. So, with the group chat, where Very Dark Man get this group chat? You see, what I did is, fine, I had the group chat, but I had to sit down and draw a mark to make sure that they don't deny that they are involved in that group chat. So I needed extra proof. But I still needed them to talk with their mouth. I am a genius. I'm not even going to lie. No, I didn't go to school, but I am very calculative. I sit down, I draw map where for things. So when I released the group chat, a lot of people were Very Dark Man get on. Who snitch? Who snitch? Suddenly, the woman will give me the group chat. One of them for the group. Somebody come mention.
So now it's a woman.
Guess what I did?
VDM.
I said I got the group chat for 20
Very,
million.
very the black man.
An average Nigerian is supposed to think that Very Dark Man will buy group chat for 20 million. But they didn't think. I was so disappointed. I just looked at them and said, oh, fucking hell. All the tests, everything, you don't enter anybody head. Because make it make sense. Think about it. Think. Why would very dark man towards the end of his video say he buy group chat for 20 million? It is because when I don't define something, the best way to am when I don't define them. Even now for this life, now still test that they give now. How I still take get them, I no tell you. I don't tell you now saying a woman, Abi. You can still not find out. But make it make sense. That would very dark man pay 20 million naira. You know how many borehole I go do with 20 million naira? This very dark man like this, where they complain 2 seconds, very dark man don't complain, say, you carry money, go do this thing. Nigerians, they suffer. Then I go use 20
Welcome,
million naira
Natu.
to get chat. I knew automatically that, man, we are doomed in this country because an average person using the social media cannot even think.
All right, I think that's enough I can take from Very Dark Man. I'm sorry. Even though I used to be one of the biggest of among his supporters as a YouTuber, he doesn't know me, I don't know him, but this crap he's doing right now, shit, I'm not part of that. So, Very Dark Man, I think Very Dark Man is very good at something, and that is gaslighting. And what he does is to gaslight Nigerians all the time. Perhaps what Very Dark Man is not paying attention to is that while he think he's gaslighting Nigerians, he's actually gaslighting his supporters as well as the Ratels. And that is a no-no for me because Very Dark Man just assumed that nobody was questioning what he was doing. Bro, you lock your comments most of the time when you share on Instagram, and when they question you, you don't even respond. Now you are saying they don't question you. Everybody are beginning to wonder what exactly is it about this your Naira Marley and Iyabo Joe fixation. Eh? It's like Iyabo Joe is becoming your addiction. She's becoming an opium to Very Dark Man. Very Dark Man is so good at celebrating victories when he take on his opponents or his victims. He like to come back and celebrate victories, but it's like so far so good with this Iyabo Ojo situation. There is no victory in the horizon for Very Dark Man, and if Very Dark Man is not, if he doesn't take his time very well, Iyabo Ojo might turn out to be the end of his career, but I hope they can settle this amicably. So what he's saying here about the group chat, bro, you're lying. You know you fuck up big time. Just accept your mistake and move on. Some of the comments on the post, I see our own real fam there. I see Sister Natu. For those who don't know, Sister Natu handle is boss lady underscore NA2. Okay, Natu NA2. So Sister Natu said, school na scam, school na scam. See what it don't born. See what it don't born. Nobody believed you pay 20 million for a group chat. You figure you might have to defend yourself soon in court with that. Mhm. And that actually got 51 likes. Then our own sweet sister, my own sister Wemimo, also drop a comment right there. Mom of Five said, you your rattles definitely can't think for themselves. Glad you are calling them what you are calling them. And that actually got some reply, but I don't want to check in that. This Aziza said, the way I always swipe away once this guy pops up on my TL. Well, actually, Aziza, you're lying. You don't swipe away. If you swipe away, you won't be dropping comments. And I think some people under her comment, about 44 of them actually, some of them agree with that, and some of them are like, hey, you don't swipe away, you're actually listening. And basically, that is true. Many people claim they don't listen to Very Dark Man. They actually watch his videos and try to see what he's going to do next. But like I've always said, Very Dark Man has a good heart, and at the same time, he has a lot of shortcomings. What perhaps baffle me is Very Dark Man don't occur to me like a guy who listens to corrections. You see, when you are on platforms like this, on social platforms like this, you are advising people or you are actually embracing a cause, you need to have an open mind. You better keep an open mind, listen to constructive criticism, because there's going to be people who actually like what you're doing and they will reach out to you and say, hey, bro, maybe you can do this thing this way or that way, and that is how you grow. For instance, I told you guys over here, this real farm is growing faster than I expected. So I don't even know we're gonna be at over 12,100 subscribers by now. I thought we're just gonna be around 4,000 or 5,000, but here we are. And most time, people reach out to me if we handle some topic. You know how my takes they be as your traditional coconut head minister. They will reach out to me and say, "Okay, Uncle Ben, you said this during the show. I think I disagree with that. Or you could have done this way or that way. That is how you move." A very dark man to me don't seem like somebody who listens to anyone else but himself. Last week, I shared a video, I think, on my Instagram when I saw that his lawyer, Degiade Yonju, unfollowed him. And I'm like, this is not good. This is a very, very bad sign. If the one person who defended you with all your shenanigans and nonsensical things you were doing at times, if he unfollowed you and came out and said, "Well, I've warned you, don't get involved in some fight and all that," and you think that is just, hey, don't worry, I'll get another lawyer. Well, bro, you are in Nigeria. Oh. In Nigeria, lawyers work by connection. Oh. Nigerian lawyers, most of them, when they win cases, on rare cases do they win cases on the basis of their merit, or on the merit of their argument too. Sometimes they won cases because of connection, because of maybe they call in one favor or the other. And Deji on you, some people might actually think maybe Deji is a noisemaker. He's actually not a noisemaker. Deji is one of the smart lawyers you have out there in Nigeria. And I think the Adeoju and his team has been the one who gave Very Dark Man a lot of shit. They cover him for far too long. So just pray for Very Dark Man. If he's close to me right now as a brother, I would advise him that, bro, drop this shit you're doing about Iyaboojo. Just let it go. Let them sort themselves out. If Iyaboojo and Ramali want to sort their issues, let them go and sort it out. Don't get involved in it because it's not looking good right now. That's it about Very Dark Man. Let me just read a couple of comments real quick and move on to the next one. Yeah, Abby said, but his YouTube channel comment is open and they praise him there. Barely any opposing views. Well, among all those people who are leaving comments who actually are his supporters, there's still going to be one or two people that might have different opinion, but he can easily delete it and all of that. A lot of content creators do that. If you drop opinion they don't like, they will just go back and delete it. For me, I don't delete any comment. The only comment I delete is if you are insulting me or you are insulting anybody in the comment, then I'll delete. But if what you are dropping is constructive criticism, why should I delete it? Somebody can learn from that. All right. Okay. Adorable say he called her baby. Abi, AJ said VDM doesn't have a specific direction. Is on any direction the wind blows. Absolutely, you're right, my brother. Until I bet say exactly you be. It's like he can't breathe without the Iyabo Ojo now. Well, that's the way some of these folks operate. It's like Iyabo Ojo is what is giving him bread and butter right now, and while he's doing that, he's losing credibility. What works for him so far is street credibility, but right now with this way he's moving here, moving there, he's losing almost everything right now. Leonard Locking said, just came to say that the person claiming divorce wahala is clickbait. Okay, bye. All right, I really don't care about that much. If it is clickbait, that's our own problem. All right. VDM doesn't know how to choose his battles wisely. Excellently. Adorable said, as he listening to his lawyer, talk less of ordinary people. Abby. Hey, Auntie Grace, you welcome, man. How are you doing today? All right. Okay, AJ said, Deji is smart though. He's beginning to talk carelessly, a bit too much. Well, that's what he can do. He's a lawyer. Adorable say, from pray for him, I beg. Make he pray for himself. Adorable, don't do like that now. Are you not a Christian? Yo, Misty, how you doing, my beautiful Misty? Our own fantabulous Misty. Misty, today is Friday. Oh. We don't want any nasty Friday conversation in the backstage. Oh, because I know, say, you and Dr. Adama, now don't they start and small this morning. All right, thank you, everybody. Please hit the like if you haven't done that yet. Hit the like, hit the like. Let's move on to the next story.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
All right, all right, all right. Welcome back. So that's it about Very Dark Man. Now let's talk about he gave me STI 4 times without remorse. Whew. Now I think this Prudence own. It be like say really the divorce is ongoing because I also saw the video of her husband. Thank you very much, Abby. Abby shared that video and then I listened to the husband and that actually helped me draw some conclusion about what they got going on. But then there is this other woman who said he used my UK loan to marry another wife. Now, when I saw the first video, the way she was talking, the way she set her camera, sitting in her car and telling the story, that is the one that say he used my UK loan to marry another wife. Oh. Actually, she sound very, very believable on the believable until I saw the second video, and the second video just lost me completely. And I'm like, why are you fooling yourself like this, madam? Because in the second video, she came back and said, well, they are working on it. Well, the families they have layers and they have said that well, in said alone the man can marry as many wives as possible. The only thing is that the first wife must be aware that the man is marrying another wife. And if the man is marrying another wife, they just have to talk about this, talk about that. And I'll be like, Auntie, what is wrong with you? Then I look at her channel, and I realize that those videos about her divorce and this her imaginary husband that went to marry another woman in their village, those are the videos that are doing well on her channel. And that's where I'm like, something is not right here. Okay. um I just feel like okay, do you have to make up this terrible story in order for you to trend or gain followers? Because I look at her niche actually was all about how to grow on YouTube. That is the lady right there. She said, I brought him to UK. He used my loan to marry another woman. So when she was telling this story, it sounds compelling. I'm actually like, okay, it be like say there might be true here. But then when I saw a second video, and I'm like, sis, just carry your pretty body enter house. That is not how you create story. You can actually create fictional story in order to trend on social media. Okay, you can create fictional story and the narrative might actually fit what some people are experiencing in their life, but you telling a story like it actually happens to you. And when I listen to her, she speaks very well. This is a very educated woman. And I'm like, something is not right here. A man cannot just play you like this. And first, you claim you guys have this loan, and then the loan is in your name, and then he went to your country, and then you sent your sister because you were not hearing from me. Then your sister went to the house, and then your sister discovered that they were actually having a party in the house, and your sister didn't want to tell you what was going on. Till after a couple of days, your sister now told you that your husband has married another wife, and yeah, 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 yeah. Then the second video was her undoing. If she had just left that video alone, that would have been great. But when she now made the second video and say, well, uh, actually, what can I do? I just have to like agree with him. They are still begging. Well, people give advice. I follow the advice they gave me. They said I should take the equity on our home and use the equity to pay the loan. But I'm like, short, just stop, auntie. This is not how you grow on YouTube. You can create fictional story and it will work. In fact, people are doing that niche a lot now. Some of them will use chat GTP to create stories. Some of them will just tell the story of people who actually told that story as it happens to them, and it will still give you the views and the likes and everything, but don't make it your story when of course you cannot finish what you started. So Uh, Auntie Grace, Sister Grace, Sister Grace, say that's your content creator on this internet space. You be honestly, honestly. So I'm not gonna waste your time with that story. So having clarified that, let us move on to the next one. If you're ready, I am so ready, my people.
Whichever way.
I'm highly disappointed of Nigerian government because the Nigerian government were highly disappointed in them due to foreseen circumstances. Definitely, I'm one of those people approving. People should die in coronavirus is more better than people should die in hungers. Hunger kills more than coronavirus because some people are less privileged. Due to foreseen circumstances that I said it, some people are less privileged, which they are based on daily pay, which are not even based on salaries. But our government thinks that the knockdown is the best solution to coronavirus and proving it to an extent and to the levels of alacrity that if someone die in coronavirus, it's more efficient to die in hunger because some people will be in.
All right, all right, all right. Welcome back, welcome back. Please don't buy in coronavirus, okay? Don't buy in coronavirus. Sister Dana, my sweet Sister Dana, how you doing, ma? I hope you did okay. Oh. No bass boost today. Oh. I think you can say Ebola to Jassy. Sister Yinkus. Sister Labelle, what do you mean? Say what? The guy is advising people do not buy in coronavirus. No, don't buy in coronavirus. How you doing, Kevin? What's up? You welcome. My sweet Booba. Booba in the building. Okay, so let's talk about Prudence. I'm gonna give you my 100% opinion on what I thought was going on. I saw the video. I saw the video when she shared the first one where she says she's gonna tell her story, and it's gonna be in episode 1 to 10. And I'm like, okay, here we go. Let's have it. Let's have it. Then as soon as she started talking, I begin to wonder, like, okay, something is not right with this lady. Something is definitely not right, but I kept on listening. I kept on listening until she shared about her struggle with addiction. So I'm like, oh, okay, snap, I got it. So I think I now see what is going on here. But I don't want to bore you. You might have to go and watch the video on our channel. But just like we did with Ifunaya, we are going to analyze every episode for the sake of extracting lessons. So when I listen to, I think she's on episode 5 now. When I listened to episode 4, where she spoke about how she contracted STD 4 times, I'm like, wait, what? Say what now? Can you say that again? You contracted STI 4 good times. All right, wait a minute. This man gave you this infection for the first time. You both opted for treatment and you are still carrying wine. Then he gave you a second one, and still nothing tells you, say, make you japa. She said a lot of things, but here is how we're gonna do this. If you go to TikTok, you actually gonna see she have part 1 to 10. That is how she started. But the one I'm interested in right now is the part 4. That's the one I want to analyze today. And then from tomorrow, we can begin to analyze maybe more episode. So let me allow you to hear her. I hope this thing loud though, because she's talking like as if she's hiding. She don't want somebody to hear her or something. I don't know. Now, when I also watch her husband video, I have the impression that can this story be true? Or these two are just working together in order to make money on internet? I would leave that to viewers to determine. But here is the introduction to her story.
Record. That's what I do now.
See?
Firstly, I need to let you guys know that I've written all my thoughts down and I'm reading from my notes.
Please let me know if you can hear her. If you can't hear her,
Firstly, I'm
I will
starting
just stop
today's
it.
video
Let me know
by
if you can hear what
thanking
she's
all of
saying.
you for your support. It
And
means a lot.
hit the
I
like,
always
please.
come here oversharing, like you all say. You are here for that. Before I go ahead, I would like to ask of one thing. The way to support me, watch the ads in these videos, number one. Number two, please buy my book. I'm not going to create a GoFundMe to say no. I don't want to. I don't want to go through that. I don't even have the mental capacity for any dragging or anything. Um, I need to make 500 copies sales to pay off all the loans that I took in my name. That are causing me the most pressure
Okay.
right now.
Um, all right, that's it. If you can't
These are
hear
names
her,
that we've used,
there is no need to play it. Let me see if
Let me show you how I made.
hold on.
Just press
Let me see if we can see the part 4. If the part 4 is clear.
part 4.
Please let me
Ask
know
that you
if you
keep
can
the
hear
comment
this one.
section clean. And please buy my book in the comment section.
Can you hear her, please?
Part 4 of 10 things that led to my marriage failure. Now, since the first affair, we were both diagnosed with an STI. As wanting repair, we were both treated and declared both clear. A few months later, I moved to Dubai, now leaving him behind. I promised to find my feet and then bring him along as I had a skill. That was what we both agreed. I would be the one to easily find my feet there. He was left behind to start a fish farm, and my auntie at the time very kindly gave him a room to stay. We'll make video calls, and I was so excited, looking forward to joining him. There was a delay caused by his passport that I had previously burnt out of anger from one of our fights, where he had spent our son's money at the time over gambling and left him stranded with no snacks to take to school. And in his words, kids mustn't have snacks every day. That provokes me. Well, I digress. We finally fixed the passport and he joined me. When he came, I struggled for weeks and also I think it was almost 2 months because I just couldn't get myself to have sex with him for some reason. I couldn't shake it off. It was just all over him that while I was away, he has done something. I then found a way to snoop and I saw messages on his Facebook and conversations of him and the lady. I spoke to my pastor again. She encouraged me and she said, Prudence, maybe you're overthinking. This distance does a lot to relationships.
Welcome, Sister
Prudence,
Cherish.
he is here now. You were looking forward to it. Please move on. Well, I did. It wasn't long before then COVID happened. We're now locked down. Kay now had a fond relationship with studying his Bible, way better than he did before. He was so devout. He attended discipleship classes. At some point, our pastor will always commend him and he will be like, "Oh, Prudence, it's you I'm worried about now. I don't trust you." And we'll laugh over it. Then I fell pregnant, glory to God, with Adele because we had waited. And that was the boy we lost. I go into the hospital bleeding, and I found out again that this time I had another different type of STI. Surprisingly, surprisingly, I don't even know why I didn't make much of it. Maybe I was so excited about the baby. We both got treated again. This time it was 2 cycles of treatments by their family doctor. And it wasn't long after I lost my baby. Even after delivery, for those who watched my video in that time, you would hear me say, I have an infection, I'm going to the hospital. The doctor even had to now do a vaginal flush or something, but I know that they used something to flush my vagina at the time. And every time I will have sex, I will still have itching. I'll tell him I'm still itching again. He'll be like, oh, sorry, I think maybe you have a toilet infection. I barely use public toilets. I'll push it away because I trusted him. We're not the people that, you know, that did all of those tests, check yourself. But I think that that's a normal thing that if you're having sex, you should do. And there was so much foolishness on my part. I wouldn't lie. And so that season passed. So we're now busy relocation. I got pregnant again. We now moved to the UK. Now, note we have treated ourselves and declared free. We used their family clinic. Dr. Francis was the one who said we were now fine. In Ellie's pregnancy, I had constant thrush and itching. I was given medication to insert at some point 3 times. And by the last time, they now did a culture. And then it was discovered I had yet again a different type of STI. At this point, I was too upset. I remembered how he always does things. I reminded him how he always does things to hurt me. I'm going to skip some parts because I wrote all of these things in pain. I will say to him, there is no wisdom in the things that you do. All you think about is sex. Who even cheats when they are broke? How did you manage to do it? Was it at your ninth shift? Because at the time he worked as a healthcare assistant at some point and he did 9 shifts. These were the things that I said. And I heard words of abuses at him. You're a very wicked man. You're very mean. I don't even know how I ended up with you. These were the things that I said. We fought on the issue. But yet again, I'm led by the Spirit of God. I go back to pray. And I went to him and I apologized. I'm sorry for the words that I said. I'm sorry for how I reacted. But I don't know how to get past this. Now I'm constantly panicking because I had also gotten pregnant quickly post the surgery of the boy I lost. God's so kind, I have the baby. I'm in hospital going through the stress of taking care of Ellie by myself. Ellie was undergoing jaundice treatment, so we stayed for longer in the hospital. I was recovering from my C-section. Kay was with Adriel. They would come at the visiting hour, only opened for children, as we didn't have anybody to hold the child. They would come late. I complained so much of how I need help. He should beg them to let him stay or just sneak about. He went, I'm not the one to break rules, though. Well, a few days later, I'm discharged and I go home. I started to edit my vlogs. We share a laptop. Lo and behold, I stumbled on a message of him sex chatting with a woman. I was too upset. This is me freshly out of postpartum. I was too upset. I screamed. I raised my voice. I couldn't beat him. I couldn't do anything. I threw a mug at him at some point because he was arguing with me. And I reminded him yet again, all I'm doing for you, do I deserve this? Is this how you pay me back for a woman that is standing by you? This fight went on for months. I think this was the longest we fought all our marriage. Till a family friend of ours, maybe she may see this, if you heard me talk about Temisan a lot. She and her husband prayerfully reached out and helped to do a repair. We carried on again, and this time again it was different when I got pregnant with Jed. A different type of STI again. And that was when I knew that this is the end. I'm innocently whoring with this person. He's my husband. And sincerely, every time we make repair, I don't look back till there's another fight. And I'm reminded again. But I just forgave one issue just now. Now, wow, this last time was the climax. It immediately dawned on me. This person isn't being careful. And frankly speaking, not like we had one other big fight. I just checked out. I politely asked him from the hospital, "Where is this coming from again?" And he immediately said, "I didn't do anything. No. Maybe he didn't really do anything. Maybe we didn't treat ourselves the last time very well. But would the NHS put us on medication and the medication will not be so effective? We were treated together. Or maybe because it was pregnancy. But how did they miss that all the time I did tests till I got pregnant again?" And I looked like a fool. As I make this video, I'm on my fourth cycle of antibiotics. Just because the TV hasn't gone. He has treated himself as well, and his result has come out clean. But somehow, mine is still lingering. I returned from the hospital that day. Now thinking about my life's choices, a part of me still hoped that this person would be remorseful enough to come and apologize. But I was met again with silent treatment. And before then, we had a lingering issue about a little getaway that I had planned that he missed due to his passport expiring. Now, two other women had, been involved in the issue, bless them. They tried all they could, asking me to please give him yet another chance. He would change. But his actions were speaking otherwise. I could see pride all over him. Why do people have to ask you to apologize for this magnitude? Let's assume you didn't even cheat again. But then he had casually said in one of our meetings that even though he cheated once or twice, it's not enough for me to be disrespectful to him. And that I disrespect him with my body language, my face, my emotions, the way I speak to him. And I asked a question: if you don't do the things that you do, would we get here? He would say, I have no right. I have no right to raise my voice at him. But I'm shouting because I'm frustrated. I made up my mind. I said I was fed up. And he said, if you're fed up, I'm fed up as well. And I looked at this person. Is this the person you people are asking me to settle with? Someone that is filled with so much pride. He has not seen wrong in anything he has done.
Welcome, Diaspora
Part
Diva.
3. Conflict resolution.
All right. Okay. Let's talk about the part that we just listened to. Like I said, she has done 5 episodes so far. But I'm only reviewing the episode 4 because of the STI issue, as I see that may actually affect a lot of sisters and brothers, and it will go a long way if we bring some education and exposure to how to deal with situations like this in marriages. First off, remember, like I've told you guys, I am not a marriage expert. All my own solution na street solution. So sometimes if you want to listen to somebody who will give you bread and butter or pamper you, when they want to talk about marriage, what you did right or wrong. I don't think I'm an ideal person because me, now the way I take see am, now I go take talk am, and I may be wrong. But then let us extract some lessons from what she's talking about. Okay. Now, like I said, hey, welcome my Ms. AY, my Wahala sister. Oh my god, you don't start. You reach here, you never reach 2 minutes. You don't stress me already. All right. So the reason I'm playing the part 4 is because of the STI issue. Because I know this is one thing a lot of women are dealing with and they won't speak out. That's why I want us to examine that. Now, her whole story, she wrote it down. Initially, I wanted to go like, well, if you experience all of this, these are things you don't have to write anything. You can jot points down for you to remember when you are talking about it, but you don't have to write a whole book. Eh? You don't have to write a whole book and you start reading it. But then I remember we present differently. Some people are good at writing down their ideas, everything, and then read it back. And then when I discovered that she also wrote books that she's begging people to buy so that she can offset some of the loans she has, I'm like, okay, yeah, it makes sense. So she's a writer. Okay, fine. But then when people tell their story, I don't appreciate curated story, to be frank. If you want to put your business out there on social media, you don't have to say, let me not talk about this, let me talk about that. And I don't want to go into the detail of this one, but let me just say that it's giving me manipulation. It's giving me that you are hiding something. So, Miss Prudence, if you got to see this because we are on YouTube together, my advice is you are giving off this vibe of somebody who is not sincere. Okay, I'm not saying you should go into gory details, but when you write it down, I used to write too, even though I no publish anyone. Now only one book I don't publish for my life. No be book self, na pamphlet. Now the pamphlet where I take sponsor myself through university, so I've not published any book. But I used to write. Then I would give it to professionals when I do some sketches and everything. I give it to professionals. They will write for me. But she's giving me the impression that she's hiding a lot of shit. And what that indirectly tells me is that she is as guilty as the husband she's trying to put on blast. I saw the video of the husband and I will show you too. Auntie Grace is here. Auntie Grace, let me quickly get your take. Make I not leave you hanging. I don't know, maybe you are still working, man. Welcome, Auntie Grace. How are you doing today?
Good evening, Uncle Beno. Good evening, everyone. Dr. Dama, Abe, anybody in the building. Good evening. Uncle Beno, I just coming because I'm just like angry with this lady's story, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's got so much to talk about. I am one person that gives people the benefit of the doubt. You have STD 1, 2, or whatever it is, how many times it is. Somebody who is cheating on you while you are under the same roof. You decided to travel abroad, that you're trusting him in court. What makes you think that you're going to trust this man if you leave him behind?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Is she actually like using her head? Like you said, she will say something. She will say, I don't want to go into detail. You say you wrote a book. Are those details not in the book? Why are you withholding?
Exactly.
Sometimes I'm like, I know this is internet space. This is to make content. This is to. I don't like listening to things like this. It doesn't make sense to me. Are they like, okay, creating content like you asked, she and the so-called husband? If this is real, how can you be there and then you're going through all of this and you still keep having babies. You still keep sleeping with the same guy, and you are still talking about pastor, pastor, pastor. He even went to the church. Pastor was praising him. What? What are we talking? What are we selling? She hasn't got a mind of her own. Not happening was not happening too. You lose your baby in the process. I don't even want to listen to her. I don't want to go to her page like we were listening to Ifunanya. I listen to all the episode, all the part. I can't even waste my time listening to this because to me it's sounding trash. I'm sorry. It doesn't make no meanings to me. Thank you. Let me leave you with my people to continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Auntie Grace. Auntie Grace, you don't just get patient for nonsense at all.
No, this one is really nonsense. Honestly, you know me, I do give people the benefit of the doubt. But
Yes.
this doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're right, man. Thank you. All right. Abby in the building. What's up, Abby?
Hi, Uncle Benno. Good evening. Good evening, real fam. Good evening, Auntie Grace. So
Good
I
evening,
wanted
my sweet baby girl. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, ma. I hope you're good too. Happy
I'm good.
Friday,
Thank you.
everybody. Okay,
Happy weekend.
Happy
thank you.
Friday.
Oh, Dr. Dama is here. Happy Friday, my favorite doctor. Good to hear your voice. Okay, so I wanted to clarify a few things, or well, not clarify, but put more context or put things into more context. I do think that she's always been balanced with her marriage, right? She's always been raw, even while they were together. And quite frankly, it has shocked me for the most part because I don't understand what people gain from coming to put certain things on the internet, knowing that the internet does not forget. So she's always been that sort of person that just shares and quite frankly overshares. In fact, a couple years ago, I never forget that she started this GoFundMe and she was I think it was to figure out her visas because their visas were expiring. And she was so raw in that video to the point where she literally had what's it called? She literally had a lot of backlash. She was talked about so much on YouTube by so many people, mostly toxic YouTubers, and dragged for putting up a GoFundMe, which is why you hear her in these videos saying, "No, I'm not going to have a GoFundMe." It's because she has a history of that already, right? So she's always been very transparent. So I'm not surprised that she's come out with these videos. However, what I'm going to say is that I personally am wary of people that say stuff like, "Oh, just buy my books. That's all I want for you guys to help me out." And then all of a sudden there's PayPal all over her videos. And I'm wondering if the motive yet again is asking for help and she doesn't know how to come directly to ask for help, just like she did a couple years ago, if that makes sense, because of how she was dragged. So I don't know if I'm going to say something about, oh, how do you stay for 4 years, for how many years after 4 STDs? The truth is, this is someone that's also come out to say, I've had an addiction, right, in the past. And I have a past pretty much, which she shared in our previous video. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that since it's not part of her 10-part series at the moment. But in previous videos, she has talked about her past. So I wonder if a part of her has felt like she deserves to be with someone that treats her badly because she has an equally, in quotes, bad past, right? So I'm not saying that she's not a bit funny for staying, but I just wanted us to put that into consideration. When you feel like you're not good enough, of course you're going to stay with someone that doesn't treat you well because after all, he's managing me because I have this awful past as well. So that's what I wanted to say.
All right. Thank you very much, Abby, for helping me clarify that. To be honest with you, I don't know her until YouTube recommended her video on my page, and I'm like, okay, another marriage, 10 years crash. And I'm like, what's going on with you? Well, what's the problem that your marriage crashed after 10 years? Until she started talking, and I'm like, I don't want to like say things that may sound like maybe I'm not believing her story, or maybe I'm blaming the victim or something. And I saw a couple of comments. I see Sister Inka mentioned that she may not want to add some things to the video because of the children and all of that. If you ask me, it's better you don't come to the internet at all if you want to consider your children in telling your story to the internet. Remember, like we always said here, our focus is to extract lessons. The moment you turn up your camera and you are saying negative things about your spouse, whether your husband or your wife, and in the same breath, you are saying, I don't want to say some things because of my children, you already said too much. I'll give you an example. She admitted, you all heard it in the video, that she got STI 4 times, right? Will your children not grow up and see that your husband gave you STI 4 times? Will your children not see that, oh, you are actually, you contracted STI once, after everything say make wahala no happen, they beg you or wherever you stay, you contract on the second time, and you are still freaky staying there, and you're saying it. So what exactly are you hiding? And then when I say something, you admitted yourself that you are a user at one point or the other. What are you hiding? And now another part of bringing your story out there is that there are people who live on content creation. The moment you bring yourself out and you start talking about it, they're gonna dig into it. They can verify what you are saying, whether it is lie or it's true. They can even go ahead and say more than you expected. Some of them will even fine tune the story. So that's just what I'm saying. If you know you don't want your children to find out some shit on the internet, even some stuff that you did not say, it's better you don't say it at all. We see the same case in the case of iyaboojo. Prissy, according to what they say online, Prissy just put to bed and all of that. Now, Dr. Kemi lawyer came out and said, yeah, he say, hi, baby, yeah, 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 yeah. Dr. Kemi lawyer is always attacking Prissy all the step, all of the way. She's just criticizing that innocent girl every time, drag her, drag her, drag her. For what? Just because her mom is out there on the internet and dragging and fighting with people. So if you want to bring your story, come to the public, you better come clean. It's better you tell your story without telling people that I don't want to talk about that. Because Nigerians, they are very curious. The moment you say I don't want to talk about that, that one where you don't want to talk about, now that one go, now they won't dig out. So that's just what I think so far. I have Dr. Adama and Uncle Ola in the building. Dr. Adama, can you go first? What's your first take on what you noticed so far?
Greetings, everyone. Thank God it's Friday. Yay, I'm so happy. Then this one you're wearing this your muscle shirt. Is it to tell us that you went to the gym? Eh?
I actually went to the gym. By the time I
Yes,
came
we know
back,
you went to the gym. Do
it
you
was
need to
like,
come and show us?
because if I say make I go change everything, when I go there here, they wait. When I can't call me late, come as usual.
Mm.
I be you the jealous of my muscle. See, and
Yes, I have this muscle where you they show us. I don't want to see him again. I beg.
all the Gen Z. Be how you see them.
Uncle Ben, you just said everything I wanted to see. And Abby, Sister Grace spoke my mind. This lady, I'm sorry to say this. You know, I've been saying this. It's okay not to be okay. It's okay not to be okay. It's okay not to be okay. We have a lot of people walking around undiagnosed. And guess what? Where they get their medication is social media, unfortunately. And now this one has turned herself to a so-called writer. And Misty is saying, even if it's friction, let me say what my sister Labelle said. The friction is not frictioning. We are not. I'm not feeling it. I won't buy the book. Our story is not making sense. And for those that will say, oh, Adama, you're sounding so harsh, you're sounding, I'm sorry. There's something I expect when I click and I want to listen to your story. Everything about her is just begging, 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 begging. Buy my book. You give us a short clip. I'm not going to buy the book. If you're watching this, I am saying to you, I will not buy this book
Uh,
because I'm
no verse
tired.
to Dr. Adama. I think the book she has, the book on her book site, they are not related to her story. I think it's just book she wrote out of maybe hobby or something. And according to what she said she just needed to sell the 500 copies in order to offset some of the loans she took. So,
Uncle
I
Ben,
don't.
did you hear what Abby just said? This lady have a record. Sister Yinka, thank you for dropping her video backstage. And you just said something, Uncle Ben. When you come to the platform on the YouTube space before you start telling story, I had to go back before this we came on live and I watched a couple of her video. And Abby just said something. This person has a record of begging in the past. Go
Mhm,
fund me.
mhm.
It's always marriage this thing. You stayed in it for this thing, and you're having kids, popping kids like you're popping popcorn. Do you understand? And at the end of the day, how should I take you serious? Why should I take you serious? First, for me to take you serious, this is what I'm telling her as someone, let her get medically evaluated if she has gone through this kind of trauma because she's not okay and she should stay away from the internet for at least a good 1 year. 1 year so that she can heal. But coming to social media, you're going to meet people like us that would will nitpick everything you're saying. And sis, I'm sorry you've been through what you've been through. But when you met that man, I wasn't there. And if he has given you the first STI and you stayed and you got fault, it is your couple. Don't come and tell us. We don't want to hear that. On top of it, you got pregnant. Deal with it like a woman and move on. But don't be coming and be buying, think you get all this pity party. You're not going to get it from us. Let's move on. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Adama. Um, Uncle Kidola is in the building. Mr. Kidola, did you follow this story from beginning or you just join us now? Hello, Uncle Kidola. Bros, you are muted though. Okay, maybe Bra Kidola is no longer here. Now, moving on. Let's just focus on this STI first. That's just what got my attention. I'm gonna ask my sisters in the studio. How many STI should a woman contracted from her husband before she said, "Hell, nope, I'm out"? Auntie Grace, you wanna chime into that one, man?
Uncle Beno, individual choice. If you want one, you chicken out. You want 10, you chicken out. Whatever you decide to do, don't come and look for sympathy on the internet space. It is your choice.
Mm-hmm.
For you to have 4 STD and you are still staying, is either you are not telling me the part you play or how that STD came. I'm not doubting her, or just don't bring it to the internet space. It is a matter of choice. I don't think this is where you start telling somebody, oh, contract one and then you chicken out. No, it's up to you. You know what you are looking for. My own major problem is why you coming here to sell it to us. It is your choice. I wouldn't say one or two or none at all. No, it is an individual choice. I can't place number on that.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Abby, how many should a woman endure before she say, "Nope, I ain't doing no more"?
How many she should endure?
Yeah.
What? You're
How many?
asking me that question. You know my answer. My answer is you should not endure anything at all. From all of those, from all of those, he's flirting. We share a computer. I saw his messages. You already know you're at risk. And then you stayed 4 times. I'm not going to lie to you. Real fam, I actually do think that she did not get it 4 times. I think that some may have gone untreated, especially because, as we know, symptoms don't really show up in women. Dr. Damai can help us confirm. Symptoms don't tend to show up in women the way they show up in men. So I have a feeling that she went through this for longer and it became increasingly hard to treat. There's a lot of women that report stuff like how they have the same issue for 2 to 4 years because it's just stubborn because you've left it for too long. But men, the symptoms show up quicker. So I have a feeling that she left it too long because she had no idea he was stepping out to begin with until she found out. Um but yeah, once is enough. I don't believe that it was 4 individual times personally. I don't have any reason why I don't believe that, but I'm just saying that I don't believe that. And I'm going to say that I agree with you. The internet is too inquisitive for you to come and drop half stories. You either go all out or you don't go at all. Because they're going to ask you questions, they're going to probe you. Personally, I did feel bad for her. You saw that I left a comment, please, easy on Prudence. But the issue here is I think she has enough experience with her GoFundMe era when she was dragged to know what she would have gotten from this particular series of videos. In my own opinion, her first video would have suffered. Like, she did not need to do all of this 10-part series. When you're doing a 10-part series, there's something you're trying to gain. Is it you're trying to gain traction or you're trying to get justice? Which one is it? So I have a problem with that many videos where you have children. Now you can't come and tell us, oh, I don't want to say certain things because of my children. Sis, you're doing a 10-part series. Your first video saying you broke up would have been enough, you know? Also, Uncle Beno, I might have to go soon because I have a doctor's appointment. So I'll
No
let you.
problem, my dear. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Uncle Dio in the building. Please, we have our first poll of the day. This poll, all I needed is a number. So both men and women watching us right now, thank you very much for the likes. I see we have 40 likes already. If you're just coming, please hit the like. How many STD should a woman endure before she opts out of her marriage? Drop the number. I see a couple of sisters already say 0, but I'm still waiting for somebody that will drop like 10. So let's have that vote going and I will revisit it shortly. How many STI, STDs, or whatever should a woman endure from her husband before she say, you know what, I am freaky done? So keep it coming. Drop your numbers. Thank you. Uncle Dio, what's your take so far, sir?
Thank you, Uncle Beno. Good evening, Real Farm. Good evening, Dr. Adama, Abi, Brother Kidola, everybody in the house, and all the Real Farm. It's a
Welcome,
fine
big sis.
weekend.
Go
It's a
ahead, sir.
fine weekend, and I'm happy to be here. Now, first off, let me start off with the question that you posed on the platform just now. I don't. It's a very very dicey question because I remember there was a time that I was I was playing the devil's advocate on this same platform about a man that infected the wife of an STI, and I was telling Dr. Adama that day, and that really became, in fact, that was what made Misty to put me in a black book. That was what made she submitted to put me in a black book because I said that it is possible for a man to get infected of an STD from from a toilet seat, and you're like, no, 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 that is not.
And I try to back you up, and they also want
Oh
to
my God.
kick my butt too.
Anyway, that day now. So back to the issue now. At Abby, I think Abby said something very, very critical, which I want to start from. Number one, she said it is possible for the STI not to have been properly treated. So that's why the thing seems to be like a relapsing. And you know, women body is very, very sensitive to this kind of a thing. Because I know in the proper treatment of an STI, after you must have gone for the treatment and all, every undies that you wore during that period of infection, you're supposed to either do away with them or try to do a disinfection of all those undies. Otherwise, by the time you get treated again and you begin to wear the same undies, you may be reinfected again. It's as bad as that. But from the woman's report, she kept saying that they were cleared to be okay. They were cleared to be okay. That means the treatment, the STI was properly treated and they were confirmed that everything is okay. If that is the case, I cannot say maybe it is the guy that is still going out, messing up and bringing back the same thing to reinfect his wife, or maybe it's the same that one infection that is being carried over and over. That one is, I'm not sure about that, but there is no disclaimer, there is no disapproval from anywhere, because even the man in his own response did not say anything about that. But let us limit ourselves to what we are saying here. If you are married and you happen to get an STI and it is confirmed that you got that STI, you got it from your husband. Of course, normally when a woman gets infected like that, it's always the man that will be the suspect. To me, it's a red flag. This thing should not be what should be discussed in a marriage. If the man takes accountability and owns up, confesses, and promises never to do it again, you may forgive him. But one time is more than enough. If it happens again, please pack your things and leave.
All right.
Otherwise, you are risking your own life. Thank you.
Thank you, Uncle Dio. Thank you very, very much.
Uncle
Brakidula, are you
Bernard,
here?
Uncle Bernard, did you
Yes,
hear
ma'am.
when she said she traveled out, trusting him and leaving him behind? What is that?
I think the lady is just
Sister Grace is called being confused. That the story is not adding up.
No, it's not. To me, it's not.
I think she's trying to paint the picture of a good wife and somebody who is very considerate, somebody who tried to make her marriage work. I don't even know what exactly she's talking about because, to be honest, this is why I have problem with women and men who are doing lovey content on social media. There is nothing wrong with it. We want more of it, but at least you guys should be honest. Don't come and show people that everything is okay in paradise while you guys are already in hellfire. Now, I think some of the things she have said in the past is the reason why she is so confused telling this story. You can even tell. You can tell her energy self telling the story to me is kind of off. Now, don't get me wrong. She's telling her story. I think she actually experienced all of the things she went through, but I think she's hiding one or two things that has nothing to do with the children. I think she's hiding where she's part of the problem, where she contributed to the situation. That's just my concern. It's not really about the children. If you are protecting your children, you won't come out and say you have STI. I should dey like this now. Just to be honest with you, any man wey im head correct no go near am. I'm sorry to say, sister, it's just the reality. STI is not what you want to throw out there. Say,
That's
yeah,
what
I
I
have
want.
it, I have it.
That's what I wanted to say before.
Oh, the Brachidola, welcome, sir.
Uh, you see, she might contact. Is she living in Nigeria?
I don't even know where she lives, whether Dubai, whether US, whether UK. I don't even know.
Like, if you live in like in the Western world, they can easily treat whatever she's having. You understand me? Only that she might affect the whole thing might affect her. It might have some damages from her womb or something like that.
Okay, Sister Sherry says she lives in the UK.
Okay, for
Okay.
the UK, I don't think that STI depends on the type of STI. It shall be very solid. If not just normal STI, but not the big ones, she can be
Which
easily.
one? Which one is the normal and the big ones, But Akidola? Good evening, sir.
You know, so there are different type of STI. There are more
You don't
serious.
start. No, you just say the normal one and the big
No,
ones.
when
Are
I mean
they here
say,
with you? So you go to explain them as they talk.
when I say normal one, we talk about chlamydia, gonorrhea, and some bad bacteria that.
And so to you, those are normal.
And when I mean say, at least those who are no matter how stubborn they are, they can be using some other type of
But
antibiotics.
Akidola zuokwenike,
No,
zuoike.
no, no, no. You don't say different type of STD. Now you try to explain to you say the one will be like say she fit get depends because she not really define which one. And reoccurrence,
Brother Akidola, they say Zwani ke, Zwakanu ke,
you
Zwuriri
know,
ke.
and you know say
Just EK.
okay, even normal one say what I call normal one say everywhere it dead dangerous for woman body. If it stay too long, it will cause a lot of damages and other things. I think coming out to say, "Oh, this guy give me this," man, a normal guy will take off, no matter what it is, even if it's the simple one or the other ones. It will take off. No goddamn guy, woman, because they give me a state. What kind of, except the guy blind, or they go carry themselves, go to do more tests, more tests. And sometimes the other brother might be right. Some of these bacteria, you might treat them, they might be stubborn and hidden somewhere before you know they're on call again. Depends how long this shit have been in his, in our system. You understand me? But I think if the guy, this is one thing about women, no matter what it is, no matter the type of love, once you contact that thing, you'll be contacting it again, and this guy will never get. I'm saying your husband, whoever it is a dirty guy. You understand me? You have no respect for the relationship. You have no respect for you. He's a very self-centered guy. You only think about yourself, not about you. That doesn't know nothing, or there's nothing to agreement whatever he's doing outside. You understand me? And if I were that woman, no matter what it is, children or no children, she should pack his bag and run off for her own life, if she want to live long. Because these dudes, they don't stop.
Yeah,
And that
absolutely.
also with women also, not just only the men. Women can also be very, very dangerous too, you know. So we should not just blame one side also. She might also project something outside and things come out later, you know. I don't know.
Well, thank you, Brakidola. I appreciate your take, sir. Because of my time, I'm off tomorrow and of course weekend. We're gonna dive deeper into this story. Hopefully, she will publish more video, and then maybe God can give me the patience to listen to everything she's got to say. But so far, so good. All I see from what she's saying is she herself. She's a big red. No, she's a United States of red flag. She herself. And to sisters out there, not be say we they blame you or blame how. It's just the way the story goes. In this time and age, there are 10 sins in marriage that every man must avoid. If you discover that your man is into one or two of those sins, begin decide what you want to do. There are some of those sins that once your man is committing those sins, just begin pack your load, and by the time your man combine like 3 to 4 of those things together, your marriage will not work. If you stay there, you go suffer, and the man no go send your papa. This is the husband of this lady we're talking about now. Let me show you his big face. Shout out to my baby girl Abby once again for sharing this. This is the husband. Let me just play the video for you to see the husband body language. Then we'll give our final take and we'll be back tomorrow. Listen to the husband.
Hello, guys. Good morning. And thank you guys for following. I can see my followers are increasing. Apparently, because some of you are coming here to hear gist, while others are coming here to insult me, to abuse me. You can go ahead. More abuses, more comments, more insults. It will change a thing because I'm not moved. I'm not phased.
Now, I'm so sorry for those who believe this lady's story. They need to do better. From the few seconds that I play in the man's video, did anybody notice any red flag concerning the entire story the wife is telling? I don't know whether I notice her or not. Eh? Sister Grace, Dr. Adama Okudayo.
All I have is this the husband?
That's the husband.
Jesus Christ, oh my, women are so far. Gosh, husband is a content creator, wife is a content creator. Wow, 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 wow,
Okay.
wow.
Oh God,
Jesus.
Uh, thank you, Diaspora Diva. Did you notice or you don't? Make I repeat them again. You no longer.
I
I
think
know
I
they waste
noticed
my
some
time.
red
It's
flag
just
here.
it's just 30 seconds. Please listen again. Just watch and listen.
Hello, guys. Good morning. And thank you guys for following. I can see my followers are increasing. Apparently, because some of you are coming here to hear gist, while others are coming here to insult me, to abuse me. You can go ahead. More abuses, more comments, more insults. It will change a thing because I'm not moved. I'm not phased. Life, it is life. Life goes on regardless. So uh, I've decided never to give you guys details of what has been going on, but I'll drop hints here and there, just so because some of the things being said.
Results they say.
Did you catch it again? If you
Yeah,
ask me,
this is what I say, Uncle Ben, from the video you played.
Now
Both
content,
of them.
now content that
Thank
they
you.
create.
Bless you, bro.
Yeah.
These two, please, nobody should take them serious. I'm sorry. These two are in a business. This business they are in. Eh? Hey. These two, nobody look at the man's face.
cool
Please.
mama, welcome,
And
cool mama.
if you're asking red flag, both of them are more than red flag. Please, oh, anybody consuming this should not take these two people serious. I'm just saying, respectfully, look at him. Look at the way he's smirking and doing his mouth. You guys like, yeah. Uncle Ben, I'm sorry. These people are
Uh,
not serious.
thank you, Uncle Dio.
Yes,
Papi.
sir. To me, I believe that it is just a matter of gaining followers for them. They are just kind of playing around with the nets. So both of them knows what they are doing. And I will not be surprised as somebody said they may still come back again to continue their relationship. To me, it's so sad. They're just cashing cruise.
Hmm. All right, thank you very much, Uncle Dio. Auntie Grace, you notice anything, man?
They got what they want. We are here discussing them. What else do they want? That's exactly what they want.
Abio, thank you,
They
man.
just want the attention, and the woman wants to sell her book. I'm sorry. Earlier in the comment, I said this is a bookseller.
Mhm.
So they're looking for money, and this is exactly what they are getting. We are here spending our time talking about them. So
Right,
that is what they want. At some point, if anything went wrong at all in that marriage, it's from both of them. If this man opened his mouth to speak, there's going to be bomb dropping if they're actually saying something. But for now, they want to grow their page
exactly,
until they decide to tell us what is happening to them.
exactly. Don't let me. I don't want to waste anybody time. Let me get this guy off my screen. He's even pissing me off with the stupidity they got going on. Sorry, make I remove him from my screen. I'm done and tired of their stupidity. Basically, my people. Um, I'll just go back to what I used to say about internet and how internet is influencing relationship these days. You see Prudence now and her husband, the two red flags who are together. They decided to gain traction to make money by telling a toxic story. The look on that man's face, does that man even look like a man who is doing well financially? That man needs money. She and Prudence, him and Prudence, they got nowhere they are going. They just want to make money by fire by force. And that's why I think they decided to create this content. Now, the danger is that a lot of people are already flying with their story now without paying attention to details, to analyze and think logically about what this is all about. And before you know it, they are the fake story they are putting out there now. It will now become what somebody will use as the yardstick to judge men and women in their own life. These are the dangers. I believe maybe she probably started well because from what I gathered, they say she's creating content and writing books about parenting. Maybe she did say parenting no bring money like she wanted. Because you say, oh more I gotta do toxic. And it is what it is. It's just like when I started taking YouTube seriously, because YouTube is one platform that is very difficult to grow. If you really don't have quality content, you won't grow. People won't waste their time watching your content. So when I started YouTube, when I started getting serious with YouTube, for the first like 4 months, my views were very, very bad. I go put content out there will be nothing, but I know it will come. All I have to do is to learn the ropes. So one day I told my wife, well, I think then my wife was not that much involved in my content creation, but every now and then she would just pop in to say how I'm doing. So when she checked my channel and I have like maybe 500 and something subscribers and I'm getting very, very small views, she does say, ah, babe, now wow, people know they see this your content. These are quality content. So I now told my wife that if I want people to subscribe to this channel now, or if I want to go viral, now very simple thing. But at the end of the day, because I have children, I don't want to do those type of content. But even it might take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, I know I will get to where I want to be. What I'm saying in essence is that if you really want to gain traffic on this space where we did so, you just have to do something toxic and people will follow you because that is the word we need. Tell them some crazy stories. If I if I publish what we call it, a tumbling now, and I say how I discover my wife was cheating on me, just a tumbling, you will see people they click and hey, yes, 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 yeah, you know. Or if I don't even do that, let me start talking about nasty nonsensical thing, how to give your woman 4 orgasm in one night. Then go there, lie full everywhere. Do this, do that one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It will trend, but that is stupidity. So what they are doing now is to feed into that negativity of going viral and all of that. And it's such a shame with this lady. And that's why when I started, I said the first thing that put me off was she saying, I have written it down. I have to read it down. The moment she started reading it, I'm like, this is something you curated. You took your time to write this story. So you fine-tune the story very well, the way you want to deliver them. The math is not matching. Bottom line, my people, please don't just buy all the toxic stories you hear on social media. Please. The Bible says you will know the truth and the truth shall set you free. The moment I saw the video of the husband, I just made my own conclusion that these people are not serious. Which man will a woman brought to the internet and say you are a gambler, you are a cheat, you are a narcissist, you are this, you are that, and above all, he gave me 4 STIs. And when you turn up your camera to talk, the first thing that comes out of your mouth is, "Oh, thank you for all the likes. I see you come here. You just want to come and drag me here." What does here mean? I don't know if you guys get it. Here mean, oh, you come to this our YouTube channel or our TikTok. Thank you. I see her subscriber is growing. That is bullshit. The first word out of his mouth already give it away. Which kind man that go drag? Tell me, Uncle Kidola, if you can hear me, sir. Which kind man with the wife talk say he give him whether gonorrhea herself? May we even say the simple STIs. And when you turn up your camera, the first thing that comes out of your mouth is to tell the subscribers, "Thank you for all the likes. I see her page is growing."
Uh, that that
That
that
is it.
that was when I just saw it, he was smiling because this is like public disgrace and public damage. Even in some family will call it. What is going on? You see, the new way to make money now is to turn not really into reality. Try to create a story and make it to be like reality.
Mhm.
Diseases is not what you joke with. You understand me?
Yeah, thank you, Gary. I have to go. My people, Uncle Dio, your final take. Make I just leave here, Gary.
I just want us all to learn something from this couple, okay? Marriage could be toxic sometimes, and the marriage could be very, very enjoyable, depending on the commitment of those parties to make it work. Marriage is a very, very big assignment for both couple. If you are going to get inside marriage, you must be ready that come what may, I'm going to play my part sincerely. And once both of you are committed to making it work, it will work. But in case it does not work, please, there's no marriage in heaven, no. Marriage only ends on this earth. If it's not anything that threatens your life or threatens your peace or threatens your emotional imbalance, please opt out. You can remain single and have a wonderful life. It's not compulsory for you to be married. There's no way that say marriage will take you to marriage will not take you to any heaven. No, marriage ends here upon earth. But if you're having a wonderful marriage, please make the best of it. But if you are not, please use your tongue to count your teeth. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Uncle Dio. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, everybody. Dr. Adama, your last words, please. I can't
This
waste
is
my
my
time on these people.
this is my final submission. My final submission is when it comes to everybody's using the word STI, but we use STD, sexual transmitted disease. There's nothing. It can be deadly, and is some if detected early, it can be treated, and that's why it's so important for women to have their yearly checkup at the gynecologist and have yourself tested, even if you're married. Like for me, as a physician, I have myself tested every year, and my partner as well. So keep an open mind. It doesn't mean that you don't trust your partner or anything. Maybe because I'm prone to getting anything and I'm exposed to blood almost every day at my, the kind of work I do. So
Yeah.
I see people, I treat people with HIV, like all kinds of disease. So I have to. So I'll encourage women and men as well. Please be careful, be open about your health, have that conversation because if detected early, it can be treated. And as for this lady who says she had it 4 times, like Abby said, I don't believe it because my thing is, even at the first one, I will encourage you to bring your partner in to get tested so that furthermore examinations can be done. So be careful what you consume on the internet. Don't believe everything you hear or watch. So be careful because everything now is contents and we need to be careful how we consume it. Thank you, sir, for bringing this to us. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Adama. God bless you, my sister. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody who makes today's show a fantastic one. Please, I'm sorry that I have to end the show early because I can't waste your time evaluating what is already looking like a lie that they just made it up. That husband tells me everything I need to know. So, and the wife from the beginning, the way she was going about it, you can tell that deep down she knew what she was doing was wrong. That, hey, this lie we won't talk. So she took her time to wrote the whole thing down and started saying, "Oh, I'm gonna be publishing it." It doesn't work like that. I told you guys that I actually wanted to tell my story as imported husband, but I've been dragging with it. Do you know why I'm dragging? Because every time I know my wife, she's such a woman that doesn't like public attention like that. And most time my wife don't like her business being out there. All right. So every time I'm thinking about how do I tell this story of imported husband that I would not be putting my wife business out there because as a couple, you're always going to have issues one way or the other before you both of you can get to a place whereby you figure each other out and you are having a fantastic marriage, you will have your backs close. Yes, you will test each other. So I have to think about it like, how do I go about telling my story and I don't have to bring my wife business out there? And that's when I started looking at it. I jot down the point, everything, and I'm like, okay, now I figure it out. Let me just focus on the struggle of men in America. So if I'm telling my story, let me focus on those stories relating to how I got into America, how I live as a family man in America, my struggles, my challenges, and how I figure it out. So that way, I don't have to go into details of my marriage. I don't have to tell you what happened at this time to this time between me and my wife, what I did, what she did, or something. No, it's irrelevant. So when I saw this lady wrote everything down and started talking and say, I don't want to go into that, I don't want to get that, then her voice is very low, and I'm just like, something is not right. And thank God we have intelligent people on this platform that can actually nitpick whatever you put out there. I can't waste your time with that. I have this interesting content I want to share with you. The 10 sins in marriage every man must avoid. Yeah, the 10 sins of marriage every man must avoid. I don't want to mix that up with this story. Okay. So I will do a separate content and I will post it. I encourage you, share it with your sons, share it with your husband, wife, you two watch it, because those 10 scenes you see them every day, but I think people just don't know the magnitude of how deep it can go. And I will also throw in a bonus into that content, and that bonus is for men. Do you know that? Okay, let me put it this way so that you guys can think about it before I publish it. When a man decided to be faithful to his wife, he don't want to cheat on his wife, he stay with that one woman, no running around or anything. Who do you think it benefits the most when a man is faithful? Drop your answer real quick as I call it a day. Who benefits the most when a man is faithful to his wife? I know, say maybe I never think about this one before, but I be Uncle Beno, your troublemaker uncle. Drop your answer real quick. We have just, what's the time now? 1:23. We have just 5 minutes more. Who benefits the most when a man is faithful to his wife? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Everybody should participate in this one, because this might be one of the things that may bring a turnaround in your marriage. Let's go. Uncle Dayo say the man. Bflex say the man knew. Diaspora Diva said both parties benefit, I think. That's if the wife is faithful too. Okay. Auntie Labelle say both of them. Comfort say both. Comrade Luke say I never married, but Namano. I don't know, maybe you guys get the questions right. The question is, who benefits the most? Meaning both of them will benefit if the man is faithful. But who do you think benefits the most if a man is faithful to his wife? That's the main question. Ah, Auntie Grace say the man, peace in the home. My Peanut, my sister, Peanut say the man. Julia say both. Okay. So watch out for that content. The answer is the man is the one that benefits the most. And these are the things that people don't get. A lot of men don't get it. Even a lot of women don't get it. Many men actually thought that if they are faithful to their wife, no running around, no cheating, no side chick, they are doing their wife a favor. Bro, it's a lie. Yes, you did your wife a favor, but you are the one that will benefit the most. And just like, yeah, Ms. AY say family at large, exactly. Everybody go benefit, but the person that benefit the most, from my own point of view, is the man. When you stay faithful to your wife, when you don't run around, the first benefit is what Auntie Grace just touched up now: peace at home. Peace. Once you remove cheating in your marriage, whew, I hardly don't see any other thing you can't walk around or that you can't find solution. It might take a while. It might take maybe a year, 2 or 3 before you solve the rest of the problem. But so far, there is no cheating. For you as a man, oh, you're already good. So, number one benefit is peace at home. Number two benefit, you will now have a strong relationship with God. No, no, let me preach. Oh, where Uncle Patrick? Now, Uncle Patrick, now if you can handle this part. When you are faithful to your wife, I'm not saying you are a perfect man. I'm not saying there are no other areas you are not having issue with your wife. But you say that one thing, say, this my Ebola. You know, they enter nowhere else. Now, only this woman I get time. Bros, you will have peace. You will have special relationship with God. If you are facing problem and you open your mouth and pray to God, God listens. We're going to have more conversation about the 10 sins of marriage that men must avoid. But I just say make I give una small snippet so that una go know say I took my time to work on this particular content that I want to share, and it's for my brothers. If you are faithful to your wife, you will have peace at home, you will have stability, you will even have financial stability. Join in case you don't know. If you are struggling with authority in your marriage as a man, it's like, hey, my wife doesn't respect me, my wife doesn't listen to me. No, 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 no. I'm telling you, if you are faithful to your wife, initially she may not know. Maybe she still dey suspect you. But as you continue the journey of faithfulness, after a couple of years, nobody will tell your wife. Your wife will know that my husband, though, you can't trust man, no, but my husband has never given me reason to suspect him. She will begin to trust you more. And then she will begin to respect you for at least. I want to not waste my time. Thank you, everybody. If you want me to publish that content, drop a one. That will actually give me maybe tomorrow. I'm off when I wake up. I can quickly work on that and publish it before we do our show. If you want me to do this content about the 10 sins of marriage, every man must avoid, drop a one. Because a combination of 2 to 3, in fact, I'm even generous, a combination of 3 to 4 of those sins, if you are found committing 3 to 4 of those sins, sooner or later your wife will leave you one way or the other. If your wife not leave you, your life will become miserable. You will be moving from one stress to another, one wahala to another, if you combine like 3 to 4 of those sins. So we'll talk about it. Thank you, everybody. Comfort said one. Thank you, Comfort. Look, you really serious with this being high valued man. No? Uncle Dayo, I don't know. I will chat you, Uncle Dayo. If you are free tomorrow, I may have to invite you to create that content with me. I will send the script to you so you can look it over. So anywhere where my experience no reach, you can help me add to it. So Uncle Dayo say one, Comfort one, Luke one, Auntie Labelle one, Peanut one. Yes, Auntie Grace said one. Okay, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you very much for being here, and thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the support. I appreciate you all. You guys are my MVP. The real fam. Today is Friday. Oh. Make una no dull una self. Oh. I just say make I tell una. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye bye for now.
From nightclub to Vegas, the lights are bright. Champagne popping under the neon night. I swear be shining gold and white. Laughter louder than the city's heights. We are step on the dance floor. Wind your waist, bend down low. Night out to the world, let it show. We rock it, we flex it, let it flow. There's a heat, but we bring the rain. Palm wine vibes in a champagne lane. Your love aroma drives me insane. Raise your hands if you feel alive. Heartbeat matching the drums drive. Boy, I step on the dance floor. Wind your waist, bend down low. Like that to the world, let it show. We rock it, we flex it, let it flow. Dollars flying, catch a dream. Vegas night's a movie scene. From Lagos hustle to the strips gleam. This wedding's a vibe like you've never seen. Boy, I step on the dance floor. Wind your waist, bend down low. I jump to the world, let it show. We rock it, we flex it, let it flow. Dollars flying, catch your dream. Vegas nights a movie scene. From Lagos hustle to the strips gleam. This wedding's a vibe like you've never seen. Boy, I step on the dance floor. Wind your waist, bend down low. I jump to the world, let it show. We rock it, we flex it, let it flow. Boy, I step on the dance floor. Wind your waist, bend down low. I jump to the world, let it show. We rock it, we flex it, let it flow. Wind your waist, bend down low. I jump to the world, let it show. We rock it, we flex it, let it flow. From nightlife to Vegas, the lights are bright. Champagne popping under the neon night. I swear be shining gold and white. Laughter louder than the city's heights. Boy, I step on the dance floor. Wind your waist, bend down low. Like out to the world, let it show. We rock it, we flex it, let it flow. There's a heat, but we bring the rain. Palm wine vibes in a champagne lane. Jollof aroma drives me insane. Culture's a wave you can't contain. Raise your hands if you feel alive. Heartbeat matching the drums drive. Boy, I step on the dance floor. Wind your waist, bend down low.